I will say this. I was a little annoyed after the show ended. And the reason I was annoyed after the show ended is because someone had nominated an actual really good video to nominate, in my opinion. Apple, just like a week ago, put out a promotional video for their new Apple Vision Pro, which is a AR device you put on your eyes, and it allows you to interact with all Apple devices and other things in an AR setting. And it showed, oh, you could blow up your pictures, you could watch movies like you're in an IMAX theater, you could do this or that. So I commented on it, and I actually thought that it was good. Like, I was like, oh, this is a good video to react to. I don't follow tech that well, so to actually follow this video made sense. Now, by the way, it is completely and utterly 100% legal to do so. It has been proven in a court of law. A judge ruled in the United States that you can react to content like that as long as you're adding commentary, criticism, etc. You can't just reproduce the raw video, but as long as you're adding to it, you absolutely can do it. That's exactly what I did. YouTube blocked my video. Oh, you can't have that Apple video in your content. Yes, I can. Yes, legally I actually can. Just because you are idiots and you just listen to what every corporation tells you because you're a bunch of fucking pushover bitches doesn't mean that it's not legal for me to react to the Apple video, right? Now, here's the problem. You get two options on YouTube. Option number one, well, actually, you get three options on YouTube. Option number one, have your video completely blocked and no one can ever see it. Well, obviously, that's not what I want, right? I made the video. I want to have the video visible, or else what was the point of doing the show? Option number two, cut the problematic video out of your video and see if that fixes it. So just cut out the entire Apple portion and act like you never made it and just have the rest of the video be live. That's not really a solution. That's bullshit, because then Apple gets their way and they don't deserve it. They don't have the right to bend the law because they feel like they don't want people looking at their own video content. That's bullshit. I did it legally, right? Option number three, dispute it. Problem with option number three is that basically the company who put this into Content ID, i.e. Apple, would have upwards of 2+ weeks to respond. If they don't respond, I have to wait over 2 weeks for that to go through. And then what happens is it gets released. And once it's released, then my video would go live. So I want you to think about that. I just did the show now. It's a weekly show, right? Like, that show is going to be going on every week. If I wait 2 weeks for that video to go live, now who's going to want to see that video 2 weeks late? Right? Like, seriously, who's going to want to do that? To give you guys some perspective here, when I first started putting up videos on DSP Throwback, all right, I got a few that had copyright claims on them, okay? I've disputed those claims. And in fact, I'm checking on this one right now. Yeah, look at this. So one of the claims, I disputed it on January 8th. Okay, I said, no. This is not an original video, say, of Final Fantasy 13 that I ripped off of Square Enix's channel. I'm doing a Let's Play. This is my commentary. This is my criticism. This is my transformative work. It's my content. Therefore, I want to dispute this claim and get it so I can have ads on it, right? I disputed it on January 8th. How many weeks ago was that? Over 2 weeks ago. So you do the math. January 8th, 15th, it would have been over 3 weeks now. Guess what? Still in dispute, not freed up. Hence the problem with YouTube. They don't even follow their own rules. They claim that when you dispute a copyright, that the person has 2 weeks to respond. It's been 3 weeks and it's still not cleared up. So basically I had to bite the bullet, and I said, well, do I want to now have this video for my react show frozen in limbo endlessly, or do I want people to see the other parts of it? So I said, all right, I guess I'm just going to edit it. So I did. So now, sadly, no one can see me reacting to the Apple Vision Pro video. It's bullshit. You know, it's not fair. And it should be legal. It's legal to do it, but these companies don't care. They really don't give a shit, and they know exactly how YouTube works, and they take advantage of that system, right? Who wants to have a video stuck in limbo for a month or longer? Exactly. Bill Williams says, I liked it. It was a great reaction. Oh, well, I guess that's how YouTube wants to work from now on. They just want to be a bitch. Bend over to the companies and not actually enforce real law. Again, I've already said this time and time again. YouTube is abusing copyright. Every single time that they hit with a false claim like that, they are abusing copyright. And until someone takes them to task for it, they'll continue to do it. That's actually a gross misenforcement of copyright law, which is a crime. But YouTube doesn't care because they don't think anyone will go after them for it. So, it is what it is. Anyway, so the React show went well yesterday. I actually really enjoyed it, and people were very supportive of it as well, which was very nice. So it went well. And then last night, I played more Tekken 8 with King. This time around, I learned juggle combos and a few other strategies. And I had a good time. And I improved, but at the same time, already I feel like I'm hitting the wall with how far my limited knowledge of Tekken 8 will take me until I learn the game at a higher level. Allow me to give you some perspective here, okay? Number one, jabs. There's certain characters that just have very fast jabs. And with King, if I'm just standing next to them, there were some characters like, what was her name? The new character, Reina. I didn't know what to do. The jab was checking me and stopping everything that I had. The jab was literally just keeping me in lockdown. Now, a lot of people are like, duck. Okay, I duck, now what? So the jab went over my head. But I can't counter hit it. It's too fast. It recovers instantly. And any of my moves that are low moves are too slow to hit. So even if I duck a jab and I go to hit, I'm still going to get stuffed, or they're just going to block what I do and continue to jab. So it was Reina, it was Brian Fury, and there was one other character who I'm forgetting right now, who just kept checking me with jab, and I didn't know what to do. It's frustrating. Now, I'm sure there's a way around it. I just don't know what it is yet, because again, I have limited knowledge of Tekken, okay? In addition, there were certain characters such as Lee, excuse me, Lee, Huarang, and there was one other too. I can't remember who the third one was, where basically these are characters that just have insane kicks, right? And basically, the players I was playing, it's not that they were terrible, but you could tell that they're just used to playing online and spamming. Because it wasn't like they were counter hitting me, they weren't timing things to stuff what I was doing, or even mix me up. It was literally knock you down once, and then kick. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I blocking high? Am I blocking low? Like, what am I doing here? Because it's like non-stop. And the other thing that's really annoying is they track. What that means is no matter where you are, the kicks follow you. So even if you get knocked down, you're rolling to the side, the kick will turn and still hit you. Oh, I'm going to sidestep. The kick still hits you. And it's like, literally all they're doing is mashing buttons, right? This reminds me back in the day, in Tekken 3, Eddie Gordo. When Eddie was introduced to Tekken, he changed the whole game because he was very similar. He's a character that had so many kick moves and all were very fast and recoverable that he could just keep spamming kicks non-stop, and pretty much he was almost impossible to hit with many different characters. So, for me, alright, what's frustrating to me is I want to get better at Tekken. I have an intention of getting better at Tekken. But unlike Street Fighter, I don't have all the prerequisite knowledge needed. I don't have the fundamentals. I haven't played Tekken competitively, seriously, since like Tekken 3 or 4. So you're talking 15 years, right? I mean, those were the beginning of late 90s, early 2000s. So with that amount of time passing, right? I'm going to be at a disadvantage playing this game, and I know it. And the thing is, you know, was I frustrated last night? I was, but I'm not going to sit there and rage at the game because I feel like the game, like, I know there's probably a way around that. Pros are not going to sit there and say, man, I really hate those button mashing kick spammers, right? No, there's definitely ways around it. I just don't know what they are, right? And so only my second session of Tekken 8, and already I'm basically getting knowledge checked by online players who are kind of spammy, And I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks. I'm sure when that Reina was fighting me and just jabbing nonstop, she was probably like, wow, this guy sucks. He doesn't know how to stop jab. You're right. Like, I can't even dispute that. You're right. It's embarrassing because I learned these advanced juggles and things that I was doing, and then they just start jabbing me and I can't stop. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Right? So, I need, first of all, if you're a Tekken player, or if you have knowledge of Tekken, if you could come to these Tekken streams of multiplayer and help me to learn stuff on the fly, I would really appreciate that. You know, with Street Fighter, I actually had people coming by actively giving me tips and stuff, explaining things that I would then learn and apply to my game. But I don't know how many of you out there are Tekken players of any capacity. Hello, Jasper. Ah! Ah! Yes, I don't know how many of you are Tekken players of any capacity that would be able to help me, all right? But I definitely don't want to hit a wall this early in the game, okay? I don't. I want to get better at this game. I like it. First of all, Tekken 8 looks outstanding. It plays very well. It's very smooth. And I actually feel like once I learn these basics that I don't understand, it's going to be a much better game, right? When I don't get beaten by the spamming, when I know how to counter the spamming, then I'm going to get into a much better level and enjoy the game even more. But right now I'm at that level where it's like, okay, it's kind of like I have an entry-level understanding, I'm learning combos, but then I get beaten by the easy mode stuff. Right, Jasper Kitty? What are you doing? Jasper, I'm trying to talk about Tekken, and you're completely stealing the show here. Look at this. Now you're trying to play with the bottle cap like it's a toy. It's not a kitty toy. How could you? How dare you? Anyway, so, had a good time with Tekken 8 last night. I would say I broke about even. I'm not sure. I didn't count, and I don't know if we have anyone actually counting the matches like we did with Street Fighter 6. But basically, I think I broke about even, and I had a good time, and I leveled up a bit, but then I kind of got stuck. I think I'm in, like, the warrior level. Whatever higher ranking level that is, I have no idea. But I'm at around the warrior level. And then I kind of got stuck where I would win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So I kind of just, I'm at that level with King right now, and I'm not really advancing, okay? But I had a good time, and there was good combos and stuff. If you didn't see it, check out the stream from last night. The videos are live. It was pretty good stuff. Now, I'm playing Tekken 8 again on Tuesday. We'll talk about that in a minute.